You're watching Time Warner Cable's Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. We are joined by Bill Sutherland. He is a member of the City Council in Torrance. And there's a little bit of upheaval on the City Council, not a negative thing, but Sue Rellinger, a sitting member, has decided to step down. Her last day will be June 30th,
Correct.
and that sets into motion a series of events, and I want to talk to you about that because it's not uncommon that a council member will resign as a result of health or elective office, taking a new position. What happens in the city of Torrance when that happens?
Well, we are a charter city, so we have a few different rules than most. We have 30 days to appoint, and there'll be 5 council people and 1 mayor at that point. So somebody has to get 4 votes.
I was going to say, because that means you need to get a 3-3 tie means that no one gets appointed.
No one gets appointed.
And the appointment process is done by application?
Yes, they apply, but it's strictly up to the council to appoint.
So will you interview potential candidates?
Oh, definitely, yes. I can read a resume.
Right.
And I will get some type of experience from you.
Right.
I can talk to you for 5 minutes and I will find out why do you want to do it. Where is your passion? If your passion is to seek higher office, or is your passion to help the city you're running for?
And that may not necessarily be mutually exclusive.
Correct.
So will the interviews be done in public?
No.
It will be done privately.
Correct.
You can set a meeting, another member can set a meeting.
Correct.
But
you cannot meet with more than 3 council people at a time.
right, the Brown Act.
The Brown. And actually, I have to check, since we're 1 short, I think it would still be 3.
Interesting.
But it might be down to 2, but I doubt it.
So let's argue, just for the purpose of our conversation, that the council cannot reach consensus, that no one could get 4 votes. What happens then?
Then it has to go to a general election,
Okay.
which would be the next general election already planned.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be a city council election. It could be a school board election. It could be a state election. But whenever that next election is, that's when
Correct.
there would be.
Correct.
In Torrance's case, when would that be?
There is going to be a school board and an El Camino school, trustee election. This will be in November.
Okay.
So it would be in November. However, the caveat is we now have to pay for it.
And let's talk about that, because that always is the challenge, that when you call an election, there's a cost. Even though an election is already happening, there's still a cost to call?
Oh, immense cost. We never know the cost till after the election.
So
it will be somewhere between $150,000 and $300,000.
would it matter if that election is a mail-in election versus a at-ballot election?
City of Torrance tried for a mail-in election. We put it on our last ballot and it failed.
So the voters have said we don't want mail-in elections.
Correct.
So let us say that you appoint. Does that person need to run for election in November?
No, that person needs to run at the next city election.
Which will be?
June of 14, June 3rd.
Okay, now, does your city vote its city council members at large?
Yes.
It's a big city, and so to run at large is a big deal.
It gets expensive. A mailer is minimum 30,000 people, $15,000 for 1 mailer.
That's expensive,
Minimum,
although
minimum.
you were the top vote getter in the last election and spent the least.
Correct. I spent 30,000, and the person behind me is 65.
So what do you think may happen?
Well, if we do not appoint, shame on us.
Interesting.
You know, democracy is not cheap. I understand that. And if you have to pay the $150,000 to $300,000, so be it. But if 6 people can agree on somebody, shame on us. We are not doing our job.
His name is Bill Sutherland. He is a member of the City Council in the beautiful city of Torrance. My name is Brad Pomerance, and you're watching Time Warner Cable's Local Edition.